So at this point, you're probably wondering what the heck is actually going on here. Well, I'm going to try to clear that up just a little bit for you. My name's Jacob. And today I'm going to try to make you just a little bit smarter than you were yesterday. And am I going to succeed? Probably not. But it's all your fault. I'm not a terrible teacher. You're terrible students. Today, your tiny little mind will be educated upon the subject of the most magnificent, the most amazing, the most badass creature to have ever lived on this green earth. The bees! These little buggers are cool as hell. They got 6 legs, they got some wings, they got 5 freaking eyes. Can you imagine seeing with 5 freaking eyes? No, you can't, because you have 2. How does that make you feel? Underdeveloped, of course, because bees are freaking amazing. They even have more of a social life than you do. You see, there are 3 different types of bees. The first of those 3 very distinct types of bees is called the worker bee. Now, the worker bee is always female. Insert a sexist joke here as you please. The female worker bee does almost nothing but work. At times, she'll literally work herself to death, which is kind of sad, but also kind of funny. The female worker bee also has a stinger, but she can only use it at the cost of her own life. The second distinct type of bee is the male drone bee. Now you see, male drone bees got it pretty easy compared to their female counterparts, because male drone bees just sit around the hive and do nothing but have sex. Yeah, it sounds like the life, I know. Now, the third distinct type of bee is the queen bee, and the queen bee is extremely special. There's only 1 queen bee to each beehive, which is really impressive considering there could be hundreds of thousands of bees in a single hive. Now, the queen bee also has a very special purpose around the hive. You see, the queen bee's only purpose is to lay eggs, and she's extremely good at it. The queen bee can lay over 2,500 eggs a day. Imagine having 2,500 babies a day. The queen bee also gets to choose the gender of every single one of those 2,500 babies a day. That's basically a superpower at this point. Now, a colony of bees containing all 3 distinct types of bees is extremely impressive. You see, bees are the only insects that produce a food that humans eat. Also, bees are responsible for the pollination of most major crops in the United States. So much so that bees are actually pretty essential to the survival of living things on Earth. You see, bees pollinate plants, which allows plants to reproduce and grow. Without bees, plants wouldn't be growing, meaning everything that eats plants, as in every organism on the earth, would die out. If you think I'm kidding about this, I'm really not. You see, bees, at least in North America, have been absolutely decimated by the harsh Midwestern winters since about 2006. In places such as Iowa, bee populations have fell by over 70%, which is absolutely ridiculous. If the bees were to go extinct, that would cause almost every major crop in the entire continental United States to go extinct, which means most of the food that humans eat would be gone, meaning most humans, like that creepy guy from Radio Shack who always hits on your sister, would become malnourished and die. No, but seriously, if you don't care about how the bees are dying where you stand right now, maybe you'll care, 10 years in the future when you're less of a jerk, you're more mature, you're starving to death because you didn't care about how the bees were dying. But, I can't convince you to go out and change your ways so we can save the most important organism on the earth. All I can do is tell you about how freaking cool those little buggers are. And that's why, after all that apocalyptic crap, it's fun fact time! Honeybees have been trained by SWAT teams to act as bomb detectors. Baby bees are fed more than 1,300 times a day. Male honeybees have no dad. Honeybees have 170 noses on their legs. Honeybees fly at a speed of 15 miles per hour. The honeybee's primary form of communication is interpretive dance. In order to make 2 pounds of honey, 2 million flowers must be visited. The inside of a beehive is always 92 degrees Fahrenheit no matter what. Bees never sleep. Last but not least, this is the part of the video where I apologize for all of the stupid crap that you've just witnessed. States.